football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Auburn Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Godfrey. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Off to the lone back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. Crosses the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Let's go, let's go. Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC!
And this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's a really nice job running the option at the QB position. He reminds me of the great Heisman winner Cam Newton, who completely changed the trajectory of the Auburn Tiger and football program when he transferred in, came to the Plains, it was just like they were shot out of a cannon offensively after that. His athleticism changed the game. Not just in Auburn, I think maybe even in the SEC. This guy has some unique ability.
Quick completion to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Kennedy. Right on the money. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Kennedy. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He wants it all. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw on 1st down. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. It's caught.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his feet to buy time. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw, it's Kennedy. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he added the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilkins. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. At their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Throwing right. He makes a catch. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the ground with the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Trojans. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Florida State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wilkins.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. On the move. Shakes off the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. Rides the back on the option, the give. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Got a man. It's Wilkins. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give from the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind him. Nice job.
And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws it back. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Military stun.
Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just just about set to get this second half underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
To the air on second down. Quickly complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The toss sweep to the right. Got enough for the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
At the 34. That's a first down for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's in open space downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
And he's dragged down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, he gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the ground. He's got it again. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got his man, makes the grab.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. That play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Morton. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. defense stopped them again on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quick strike complete. Turning it on! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.